They are thieves, spies, assassins, and mercenaries who transform intelligence, mystery, and manipulation into weapons. Some can infiltrate the most heavily protected locations in the world. Others control entire organizations without ever revealing their true objectives. From Black Cat and Catwoman to Mystique and Black Widow, these are 10 of the most dangerous femmes fatales in comic books. Black Cat. Felicia Hardy is one of the greatest thieves in the Marvel Universe. Although she is not a professional spy, she can infiltrate protected buildings, bypass advanced security systems, and steal information or objects that even secret organizations would struggle to reach. Black Cat possesses extraordinary agility, reflexes, and balance, along with combat training and extensive experience using infiltration equipment. During certain periods, she also gained the ability to manipulate probability, causing accidents and sudden waves of bad luck around her enemies. Her greatest weapon, however, is her unpredictability. Felicia may help Spider-Man during a mission and use the same distraction to complete a robbery of her own. Even Peter Parker, who understands her methods better than most people, rarely discovers her true intentions before she disappears. Silver Sable. Silver Sablenova is an international mercenary, the ruler of Symkaria, and the leader of the Wild Pack. Her operations involve capturing war criminals, terrorists, and superpowered individuals who have escaped governments and international organizations. Without any superhuman abilities, Silver Sable depends on military training, strategy, firearms, and intelligence gathering. She can analyze a target, identify their weaknesses, and assemble a team with exactly the skills required to complete the mission. Sable does not use charm in the same way as many of the other women on this list. Her power comes from authority, emotional control, and her ability to dominate almost any environment. She can negotiate with world leaders and, only minutes later, personally enter the battlefield. Cheshire. Jaden Gwynn, better known as Cheshire, is one of the most dangerous assassins in the DC universe. Trained from a young age in martial arts, weapons, and covert operations, she became a mercenary capable of eliminating targets before they even realize she is present. Her main specialty is poison. A small blade, a hidden needle, or a substance applied long before the confrontation may be enough to paralyze or kill an opponent. This allows Jade to defeat enemies who are physically far more powerful without engaging in a prolonged battle. Her relationship with Roy Harper and their daughter, Lien, proved that she is capable of genuine emotion. However, those feelings never eliminated her ability to manipulate, disappear, or betray someone whenever her objectives are threatened. With Cheshire, even a sincere display of affection may hide a second motive. Catwoman. Selina Kyle is far more than a jewel thief. Her knowledge of Gotham's criminal underworld allows her to enter places where Batman would immediately be recognized as a threat. Selina can earn the trust of criminals and uncover information they would never willingly give to the Dark Knight. Catwoman is highly skilled in stealth, acrobatics, hand-to-hand combat, and social infiltration. She can move between mobsters, millionaires, and members of high society without completely belonging to any of those worlds. That position allows her to observe people closely while hiding her true intentions. Her relationship with Batman makes everything even more complicated. Selina understands Bruce Wayne's principles, methods, and some of his greatest emotional weaknesses. Even when Batman is working beside her, he can never completely ignore the possibility that Catwoman is carrying out a plan of her own. Viper. Viper, also known as Madame Hydra, represents the most ruthless side of international espionage. She has commanded Hydra agents, participated in terrorist operations, and organized conspiracies designed to control governments or create conflicts on a global scale. Trained in combat, weapons, and poisons, Viper prefers to use blackmail, infiltrated agents, and temporary alliances. Instead of breaking into an organization, she may corrupt someone who already has access. Instead of directly attacking a government, she can manipulate its members into destroying each other. Her sophisticated appearance hides an extremely calculating personality. Viper uses seduction, trust, and promises of power to transform other people into pieces within her plans. Even after she has been defeated, her agents and conspiracies may continue operating without her. Talia al Ghul. Talia al Ghul grew up inside the international organization controlled by Ra's al Ghul. From a young age, she received training in espionage, strategy, combat, and assassination. She also learned how to manage companies, influence governments, and control agents positioned throughout the world. For many years, Talia was presented as a woman divided between her loyalty to her father and her love for Batman. However, she possesses ambitions of her own. Talia has commanded organizations and launched plans that threaten both Gotham and the rest of the world. Her greatest advantage against Batman is that she knows him personally. Talia understands his moral code, his need for preparation, and the importance of Damian Wayne in his life. She does not search only for a physical weakness. She turns Bruce's emotions into part of her strategy. Elektra. Elektra Natchios is primarily known as an assassin, but her abilities also make her an extremely effective covert operative. Her history includes training in martial arts, infiltration, and target elimination, along with connections to the Hand and Shield. Elektra can observe someone for weeks, study their habits, and attack at the moment when every defense appears secure. She can also present herself as a bodyguard, ally, or double agent until she gains access to the true objective of the mission. Her relationship with Matt Murdock perfectly demonstrates how dangerous she can be. Daredevil believes that some humanity still remains inside her, but he can never ignore her history of violence. Elektra may risk her life to protect him and, shortly afterward, accept a mission that places them on opposite sides. Poison Ivy. Pamela Isley is not a conventional spy, but she possesses abilities that can make any infiltration deadly. As Poison Ivy, she can control plant life, produce toxins, and use chemical compounds to influence the behavior of other people. Depending on the story, her pheromones can cause attraction, obedience, or confusion. Ivy can transform someone who appears completely trustworthy into her agent without ever personally entering a protected location. In environments surrounded by vegetation, she can also dominate the entire battlefield. What makes Pamela even more dangerous is her conviction. Many of her actions are motivated by a desire to protect plant life, even when doing so places countless human lives in danger. To her, manipulating, poisoning, or eliminating people may simply be necessary to defend something more important than humanity. Mystique. Raven Darkholme possesses one of the most perfect abilities for espionage. Mystique can completely alter her appearance, copy voices, and assume the identity of almost anyone. She can enter an organization disguised as an employee and, only hours later, begin giving orders while wearing the face of its commander. However, her powers would be far less dangerous without her intelligence. Raven has extensive experience with weapons, combat, strategy, and covert operations. She studies her target's habits, recreates their gestures, and uses personal information to deceive even the people who interact with them every day. Her greatest weapon is paranoia. Once Mystique enters an operation, any ally could secretly be her. A private conversation may deliver every secret to the enemy, while an apparently legitimate command could lead an entire team directly into a trap. Black Widow. Natasha Romanoff is the most complete combination of spy, assassin, combatant, and femme fatale in comic books. Trained by the Red Room, she learned how to use weapons, disguises, interrogation, and manipulation before working with organizations such as SHIELD and the Avengers. Natasha does not need to literally copy another person's face like Mystique. She constructs identities through behavior, appearance, and carefully prepared information. She can also confront physically superior enemies because she studies the environment, identifies escape routes, and transforms every distraction into an advantage. Her past is what makes her journey so memorable. Becoming a hero did not erase the people she deceived or the missions that ended in death. Black Widow simply decided to use the same abilities in an attempt to repair some of the damage she had caused. She can enter places the Avengers cannot reach, and win a war before the first attack even begins. Each of these women represents a different kind of danger. But which one would you choose to complete an impossible mission? And which one should never receive your trust? Leave your opinion in the comments. Give the video a like, and subscribe to Nerd Society to discover more stories from the Marvel and DC universes.